Hey guys, it's Jack Punkington here. I thought I'd make a video. It's not super early, but it's early for me. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Um, these last few days have been horrible. I've been working at the shortest 12-hour shifts and at the longest 16. It wouldn't be so bad, and I wouldn't mind it if I was in town, but I've been actually driving up 3 hours north to Gaylord from where I'm at, so everyone take out your hands who don't know where what is from Michigan. I live about here. Gaylord is up here. Oh, it's actually about there. That's where I've been driving every day. And then we work there, and then we drive back. And it's really hard on us. This is the last 4 days I've been working up there, and it's really tiring. Or 3 days. It's really tiring. Monday we worked in Detroit, but yeah. It's really tiring, and this is actually the first day that I got to sleep in. I've been waking up at 6:45 the last few days to go up there, and I got to sleep in for about an hour because my body's so used to waking up. And I got a phone call from my grandpa because he thought I was late to work when I told him I'm on nights, so I didn't get to work till I won't get to work till like 3 tonight, which is fine by me. Because this is also, I haven't played guitar in forever, it feels like. So I actually get to play guitar today, which is actually making me really happy. Um, Kind of like just a vlog update video, so just a throwaway video. I thought I'd make something. But at the same time, like whenever I get aggravated with work and I'm talking to like my girlfriend or my grandma about it because she likes to know what I'm doing at work, it's kind of weird. Um, they're both always like, well, just think about the paycheck, just think about the paycheck, just think about the paycheck. I get paid on a bi-weekly basis and I work over 80 hours. um when we pulled into where we were supposed to go yesterday, we had already hit overtime and we were there for about 9 or 10 hours, something like that. So yeah. And last week, I had already had 9 hours of overtime. And I still have 2 more days of work left this week. So the paycheck will be really nice. I'm probably going to try and figure out how much. But the paycheck will be really nice this week. So, but at the same time, it's kind of like, what good is money if I'm just a slave to my job? I don't want to be a slave to my job forever. And I'll be starting school here in a few days. So that'll actually change my work hours a lot, which is kind of nice. But it's that feeling of monotony, and I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. This is just a job to get me money through college, and I have to keep remembering that because like day by day, and I think this goes for anyone who's like working a college job or like a high school job or any sort of temporary job, that you get into this groove and it starts to it's not a rut, because ruts can be okay. This is a feeling of being captured and not being able to do anything. And it's just that you have to remember that you're only there temporarily. I mean, I have the will. I can quit anytime I want. I need the money, so I'm not going to. But I've already decided that if they have to make me choose between school or between school or work, I'm choosing school because it's more important to me. I can always find another job. Um, and I don't mind skipping out like maybe one day for college a semester. Because the way my college works is we can't skip 2 days in a row, or two classes in a row. I mean, because if we do, they automatically take us out of the class unless you have justifiable cause, and you can't miss 40% of the class. So, unless you have justifiable cause, or else you get kicked out and you lose the credit. And I need as much time and credit as I can get. So, like, my choice is, like, they said, you either have to go to work or you either have to work for us or go to school. I'll gladly say I'll go to school, because besides this, I do have another job. If I didn't have another job, I'd probably worry about that a little more. But I have a job to fall back on. I'm still employed by the school system as a custodian. I just haven't worked for them since before Christmas vacation. Actually, probably since November, and it's January. It's early middle January or something like that. And it's kind of nice to have that fallback. Like, this is the first time in my life that I have a fallback job that I can quit whenever I want and I'll still have another job. But like I said, I'm gonna try and keep this only through college, whether that be 2 years or 4 years. I don't know yet. But the hard part is to just see through everything and try to find what you need to go to school or to go to work every day. I've been working every day and it feels more and more like I'm just sitting here working or walking around the building, pulling wire, cutting doors, or blah blah blah, and I don't get to do anything because I haven't hung out with any of my friends. I haven't seen many of my friends in forever since Christmas Day. I think was the last day I hung out with friends, and not to mention I haven't played guitar in almost a week, and it just feels like So I'm gonna totally play guitar today, and it's just that feeling of I have to get through this. I know I can get through this, and I have to keep myself motivated. Anyone who's going in the same situation, always think of the future. Don't try to think about now because you'll just get more depressed. You have to think about the future because it'll make you happy. Because think about either how much money you'll get or how much, what you have to look forward to in the future. And it's really cool to think that way. And it really helps. Like last night, a big snowstorm has been hitting us too. Especially when we were up north, a huge snowstorm hit us. And the roads weren't good, especially for a 3-hour drive. Luckily, I drove up there most of the way, so my partner drove back so I could sleep on the way home. But the snowstorm hit, and we were like, okay, well, we'll head out before the snowstorm hits at around 1, and we got there at 10:30. And we were there until 8:30 at night. We were the last people in the building, and it was just really tiresome because of one thing that held us up for hours. And the stupid thing is we get there on Tuesday, and that was the first thing we wanted to work on. What held us up was the first thing we wanted to work on. And the people who we were doing what we're doing for said, that's not important right now. You guys got to go do this and this and this, and then come back to that. And so we did that. And the second day, all right, we need to get this done. This is very important because it's a big panel, and you have to work on the panel to get everything else to work. So basically, it's like saying, like all the doors we cut, all the motion, all the door strikers or sensors that we put into the doors to make sure that no one can get in unless they have a certain key or card, makes it invalid, or makes it like we did nothing. And so we did a bunch of door cutting again and pulling wire and stuff for the second day. And then we come back yesterday, and the first thing that we wanted to do was go work on that panel. And I went and did a couple door stuff. Well, he went to go do that, and they're like, no, don't do that. Go work on the doors. So we finally get all the doors that they wanted done by that time for now. And we go there to work on the panel. Mainly he does because I don't know really any. I'm new with this company, and especially I don't know a lot of like how to write code and stuff. And so he was doing. And someone had messed with the panel, I think, before we had gotten to it, and we didn't see that, and it didn't work, and we were there for hours trying to figure out why, and it just got worse and worse to the point where basically it was like, listen, like we talked to our boss, and we were like, listen, we've been here for hours, we're very tired, we have a 3-hour drive home, because he does too, we're all based out of one town, and I think he was actually driving home from up north too, working at somewhere else, so he kind of understood, and we're like, we're just going to come home. I think actually my partner is actually up there right now working, but I got nights at a different place tonight, which is kind of nice, and it's in my town, so that's the good feeling. I've always said, like, I'll work 17-hour shifts in my own town because I'm at most 20 minutes away from my own house, and I can just do whatever and just come home. And that's fine. But when I'm doing 12 to 16-hour shifts and I'm 3 hours out of town, it really sucks. So, but the important thing is to keep your mind on your goal. Keep your mind focused and not worry on the small stuff. I know it's hard. I'm dealing with it right now, and part of the reason why I'm depressed. But I know I can get through it, and you can too. This is Jack Punkington signing out. Peace.